What's up? And how's it going? What's up, Rez and Chaz? Pizza, honestly, sounds so great right now. I'm in this weird state, like after the stream, where I don't actually know what it is that I want to eat. Do you ever hate that? Where, like, you've had a day where you just randomly decided you ended up... Well, you didn't even decide. I don't think we have a handle on our cravings. I think it just happens. But I'm definitely glad to be here tonight back in Final Fantasy XIV. I thought about doing a Fallout 76 stream, but it's been a few days, and I've been wanting to do a Final Fantasy XIV stream for a while now. So I figured tonight, since I won't be streaming, it's actually a hit or miss. I'll let you know on Discord if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. So it's a hit or miss. Saturday's definitely no stream Saturday night. We'll see tomorrow or not. But enough about the future. Tonight is actually my first stream, also streaming on Facebook. I mentioned a while back, and you've probably heard me talking about Restream a lot, and I was saying I finally got pretty much a sponsorship through them, pretty much. And I'm actually now able to stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook now, which I'm extremely excited to say. I was talking about it a few days ago, wanting to get some Facebook action on as well with streaming, but I didn't want to drop Twitch, I didn't want to drop YouTube. I've done so much work trying to build these channels up like that, and now I can finally stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the same time, which is pretty exciting. So hopefully things do go well with everything here. I'm definitely excited to be able to do all this. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully things do actually go well. And Rez and Chaz, how have both of you been, though? Hopefully you've both had a very great day. Give me just a second. I'm trying to manage things here. It's my first time actually streaming on 3 platforms at the same time. So I'm just making sure that I'm, you know, doing decent. Been good, glad to hear it. And again, I'm going to be back on some Fallout 76 pretty soon. But for now, I'm trying to... trying to make sure that I'm getting everything good. Alright. So again, Fallout Zombie! How's it going? Glad you could make it, Zombie. And Tim. How's it going, Sith? Hopefully you're all doing good. But yeah, so tonight's gonna be some Final Fantasy XIV. Again, tomorrow's stream up in the air if we'll be on there or not. And on top of that, Fallout 76, I'll be back on that probably Sunday night. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Zombie. Glad to hear from you. I'm really tired, I'll say that. Like, I've been back at work this week. I actually didn't go to work yesterday. I did like a little family day thing, and I got home like way late, so I couldn't start a stream. But I'm here tonight, doing some Final Fantasy XIV, and what I'm going to be doing, what's on the menu tonight, is going to be, basically, I'm going to, what's the best way to put it, I'm going to do Roulette for sure, a little bit here with the Summoner, a little tired, but doing pretty good. Glad to hear that you're doing good, and I'm doing pretty decent. But yeah, as far as things go, I'm going to be doing a little Roulette with the Summoner here. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, and we'll see. Gonna do some daily things, you know, I gotta do some Beast Trap questing, and then, after that, we're just gonna be doing some role quests with the Gunbreaker, see how far we can get. Not gonna try to push it too far tonight, and also going to be trying to, where was I going with that? I'm gonna be trying to possibly do a little Roulette with the Gunbreaker as well. Trying to level up the Gunbreaker, so I've got the 73, 7 levels till 80. And I'm trying to get this dude caught up here with his Autumn level and my Summoner by the time the next patch gets here. Which, thankfully, we don't know when that's gonna be, but we know it's gonna be a while. Ugh. You also went back to work. No more late nights. I feel ya. But hey, I mean, it probably feels good to have some sort of routine to be back at work. That's kinda how I feel about it. I'm still not used to it, so I'm still pretty tired. But I like having that routine back, though. It feels good having something going on during the day rather than just being kinda... I've been very lethargic as of late, to be honest with you. Okay, I'll get this ball rolling, so I'll stop babbling. I'm gonna go ahead and run to the gold saucer. I pretty much missed the gate. So I'm just gonna, like, do some, rummaging around, some scratch-offs. I'm also using, like... Saeed, hello! I'm also using, like, a new chat app here. So, bear with me, it's my first time using this. It's something to kind of like mitigate 3 streams, rather than having 3 platforms just opened up all at once and trying to just sift through it. I've got like this chat app, which is supposed to be mitigating through Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch all at the same time, so I'm going to be looking over here a lot more than looking over there, like I usually do, which I'm going to keep an eye over there. It's more of a mitigation thing, just kind of like a precaution. But, yeah. It was very sudden you were struggling. At 4 or 5? Whew. Yeah, I know exactly how that goes, Zombie. I mean, it's basically the same for me. Like, last night, my schedule was so off. Not only just that I get home late, that was a big thing. I woke up late yesterday. Was another thing. But also, one of the worst parts, honestly, was I could not go to sleep. I didn't go to sleep till like this morning, and then I actually had to wake up just like 4 hours later and go to work, which was horrible. I felt pretty tired all day. Luckily, I'm just like fatigued right now. I just don't feel like sleepy tired, just like physically tired. What does normal mean anyway? That's true. I always like that saying, that normal's in the eyes of the beholder. So, I feel you there. Come one, come all. Let's see what we got. Maybe I'll get a good one. Maybe. Who knows? I might make it back here sometime tonight to maybe do a gate. That's not a winner. 72. I guess it's not the worst. Oh, Choker, you're killing me. My dog's wanting to like rot on my feet. It is so uncomfortable. 54, that was worse than the last one. Come on, we need that mini jackpot. Maybe. Maybe not. 252 could be worse. Okay, I think everything's pretty much repaired. Could use a little repairing. Let's see what we got going on for the roulette action. Go ahead and just get that roulette rolling, and then I can do some beast trap quests. It feels a little weird streaming on like Facebook now. Like, I like the fact that I can and that I am. What the weird part about it is actually how far into this game that I am. I felt the same way about doing Fallout 76 tonight, because I thought about doing a Fallout 76 stream, but that was like the thought process in my brain. It's like, I'm so far into Fallout 76, just like somebody day 1 jumping in. Part 4 or part 5, whatever I'm on right now, they missed like parts 1 through 4, which, I mean, I guess is eventually going to be a thing anyway, but I figured Final Fantasy 14 would be a better, like, introduction. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, now that I'm here, I'm thinking, like, I'm a level 80, and then I got, like, a level 73 Gunbreaker I'm going to be working on. It's like, I don't know what my brain was telling me. Just bear with me. It's one of those nights where I'm, like, super tired, so bear with me. I think I'm going to do Expert Roulette and just go from there. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna take, it may not take a little while at all, actually. It says less than 5 minutes, but you know how that goes. In the meantime, I think we finished with the pixies. I think all I have left is the Kitari, and that is it, yes. So let's go ahead and do that, switch to the fisherman, do a little work over there. should have gone the other way. It's supposedly free to play on their Bethesda client. Yeah, it's actually for a limited time actually free to play for anybody wanting to do some Wastelanders DLC, which is a cool thing about Wastelanders. You don't actually have to have beaten. Do I have a card? Let's see that in my inventory. I did. I'll probably go back there eventually to sell that card, but not right now. But yeah, there actually is a free version that you can actually play right now. And like I said, if you wanted to play Wastelanders, you can actually just jump right into it. They've actually designed it so even if you didn't do everything, you can just like jump straight into Wastelanders. Like a lot of people have had these little indications to create a whole new character to play the Wastelanders DLC on, which, you know, is completely up to anybody that wanted to do that. But I feel you, Rez. I mean, it's a fun game if you ever want to check it out. I definitely enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it a lot more now with Wastelanders than what I did when it first came out, for sure. Okay, there we go. Ah! Okay, number 11 on the duty finder. Could go quick, maybe, maybe not, we'll see. But like I said, in the meantime, gonna switch to the fisherman, try to get this finished really quick. I don't even know why I got off that. I've done every single one of these, so I'm not gonna read them. I'll definitely get in on the reading section when I get to the point of doing some of the role quests. But this is all rinse and repeat. It's things I've done 1,000 times. And anybody watching on Facebook that gets curious about that, if you want to see any of these streams, they're all neatly put into a playlist over on YouTube. Okay, where are the positions? Well, we got one there. Okay, so I know which way I'm gonna go. Gosh, this summer is gonna be such a good summer for games. Did anybody, like I shared on Discord, see the actual PlayStation 5 test demo thing? Or tech demo? My bad. Again, I'm pretty tired. I wish they would have picked a better game, but the game that they did use did actually implement a lot of good lighting in the video game. I just wish they would have used something where they did like mocap or something to really push the graphics a little farther. But again, that tech demo was actually pretty good. Especially with the lighting and, you know, just a few random other things that they decided to pull into it. I've been in this weird debate at what point I want to try to get a PlayStation 5. Like, I would love to get one right off the, like, right at the beginning of the sessions. But the only thing that I hate about it, like, I remember on the PlayStation 3, I didn't do it the PlayStation 4. I waited a little while until, basically, to be honest with you, sad to say, I was doing a lot of PC gaming and had my PlayStation 3, so I basically didn't get a PlayStation 4 until they basically quit making PlayStation 3 games. Which I'm not probably going to wait that long with the PlayStation 5. More than likely, I'll probably try to get it while it's still fairly relevant. But it's mostly depending on what games will be coming out, like, right about that time. But yeah, I'm still in that weird position. Like, there's so many glitches and things and overheating. Basically, the people that get it right off the bat, like, as soon as the consoles come out, and Xbox is the same way, so I'm not just shitting on PlayStation here. I'm a huge PlayStation fan. I like Xbox too in some ways, but ah man, it's just like one of those things. You're kind of like the test rodent. There's another word for it. You're their gerbil. You're their test subject. We'll just say that and leave it at that. Basically. And thank you for dropping in, Saeed. When does it come out? It's supposed to come out sometime. Liquid Snake. Is there any games you would want for the PlayStation that makes you really want a PlayStation 5? At the moment, I don't know. That's kind of like where I'm sitting at on that kind of thing. But, yeah, it's supposed to come out this holiday season, like around Christmas-ish, Zombie, so I don't know. And as far as games, a few horror games that look pretty nice, to be honest with you. I've honestly put some thought into right now, but I don't know. I would like to see more games. You know, I don't want to get a console right off the bat and then only have an option to play 5 games. It's like, shit, I missed that. Yeah, I don't know. Romaine Nuts. A scholar healing. I didn't even pay attention that our healer was a scholar. Was that bad? Actually, I don't think our scholar... Oh, it is. Huh. I don't even have, like, Ifrit out. I've been chatting this whole time. You said not to see a scholar healing. I'll look over and I see the fairy, and I'm like, ah, oh, shit. I don't even have Ifrit out. I'm slacking. You want a PlayStation 4, and you love it, and I'm excited what they have in store for the VR for the PlayStation 5. Oh, yeah. Hopefully you're having a good night as well. But yeah, I'm happy. I would really like to see more Fallout. I'm a huge PlayStation fan anyway as well. But yeah, I agree. Holy jeez, I'm really slacking. You might have to wait a year. A store that has a points card, you always get lots of points. Spend it on stuff like that. That's actually a really smart idea. I was in a debate to spend my Christmas bonus on it. I don't really ever do a lot with that Christmas bonus. Most of the time, I just spend it on frivolous things. There does look like there's a few really good horror games coming out. Like, there's one called Scorn, I'm kind of hit and miss, and then one called Medium. I've really looked in both of those. I don't know a lot of details about them, though, so it's still kind of hit and miss per se for me, but they do look interesting. I like a good horror game. I'm wondering what the lifespan on Final Fantasy XIV is going to be on it, though. Like, I wonder if they plan on even adding Final Fantasy XIV to the PlayStation 5. That's been a big thing for me as well. This is a really, really common game that I play. I mean, I could switch to PC if I had to, obviously. Have a PC that can run it. It's just, I don't know. I really prefer to play it on PlayStation. That's just me. I'm glad that right off the bat, though, they're not just immediately rotting off, you know, PlayStation 4, though. There's still a lot of content that's going to be coming out for PlayStation 4, and that makes me pretty happy. I'm still really happy that we're getting more Mortal Kombat content pretty soon. Ah! Wish they would make another Dead Space again. Oh yeah, I would love that as well. How the heck are you able to get your combos off with a controller? Ah! Oh, you mean for like Mortal Kombat? I'm just used to it, really. I've played Mortal Kombat since I was a child on like old Sega Genesis. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just so used to it, I guess, is the best way. And I actually play a lot of fighting games. Like, I've been recently running myself through the Injustice games, and I've been really enjoying that. Oh, no man, Final Fantasy XIV, hotbar commands. Once you get used to the hotbars, it's just, I don't know, it's so easy. But Liquid Smoke, yeah, I definitely wish they'd make another Dead Space. I'm a huge Dead Space fan. Though, I will admit, I never played the last one, so I guess I can't say a huge fan, but I am a fan of Dead Space. I played the first and the second one. I really wish that they would make another Silent Hill game, or one classic game I've talked about, not just on this channel, but in just general to a lot of people. I would love to see, it was an old school classic PlayStation 1 game, so you could take old school with a grain of salt. It's old school to me. It was called Parasite Eve. I used to love it. It was a Square Enix game that was a horror strategy game. But it was, oh man, it was golden. Way before its time for sure. Never played on the keyboard. I actually have a keyboard down there that I can, oh shit, I shouldn't have used that twice. But I actually have a keyboard that I've used it a few times playing. It's just not my favorite. Sub-Zero for coming forward to Setsuka to Soul Calibur. I feel ya. I actually haven't played a Soul Calibur game in quite a while. Although I know a lot of people here on YouTube actually play a lot of Soul Calibur. I need to get into it, honestly. I love a good fighting game. You never played with a mouse and keyboard? Like I said, I've only dabbled with it. Don't do combat with it, mostly for crafting and gathering. Mostly, the biggest thing I used it for is like chat. Get Tekken. Oh yeah, I love some good old Tekken. I actually haven't played Tekken in a while though. Gosh, I don't even remember the last Tekken I played. It wasn't even for home console. The last one I played was in an arcade. I want to say it was 5. What is the most recent Tekken? I could go from there. I want to say it was 5 though. And I played it in an arcade. Ah, shit. Can you use a mouse and keyboard with the PS4? Yeah, you totally can. That's also true, yeah, you can do a combination of both. Like I said, I did that for a little while just for chat purposes. And honestly, I don't really do much in-game chat. It's mostly, like, chat to the stream. But, yeah. This is the biggest thing I used it for, is just chat. Which, catch me occasionally, I'll break it back out, just for chat purposes mostly, but You have some hotbars that you use with your keyboard, really? I actually didn't know you could do that. Your keyboard's the only for topping? Even if you're playing it on PC? I feel ya. Is it weird that, like, Rez, you could probably relate. I have this weird urge. Like, I have a cousin that's actually building a PC, and he's trying to get back in the World of Warcraft, and I'm fighting demons, like legit demons, to not get into World of Warcraft. And I mean legit demons. Use a controller for PS4, since the keyboard and mouse you have on your main PC. You're fighting them too? Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, I forgot, I think we actually have more things to fight. I'm still in the groove of, yeah, we do. Fallout 76, I've been doing that for the last few days. Shit. You like Final Fantasy too much to go over Duel? I actually love Final Fantasy a lot. It's not that I would ever quit. I love Final Fantasy. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. So I'm never gonna quit. It's not like that. It's just like the first MMO I ever played was World of Warcraft, and it's always gonna have just a little soft spot in my heart. My cousin that's actually building a PC that's pretty much caused the demons I'm fighting to appear. He was actually one of the first people I started actually like raiding with and all kinds of stuff on there, and it's one of the things that just wants me to kind of go back to. Like I said, it's not like I would quit Final Fantasy 14. I love this game way too much. Honestly, it's been like the biggest helpful part of my YouTube streaming. Just, I've met so many really awesome people playing it. And, you know, not to mention, I actually have a lot of fun playing it. And being a Final Fantasy fan, this is like a playground for a Final Fantasy fan. And I love all the titles. Mostly all the titles. A few of them, and hit and miss with, I mean, it's anybody, but yeah, I feel ya. Figured out it works well and keeps your hotbars toddy. Monster Hunter World, but for some reason you just don't like the community around it. See, that's a big thing, you know, when it comes to like, World of Warcraft. Communities in World of Warcraft is one of the biggest reasons why I left. And, that's one of the bigger reasons that keeps me away. So I can understand that completely. I've been wanting to actually play a little Monster Hunter World as well, mainly because I've had so many people tell me that I would enjoy it, and I've never actually played it before, so I don't really know how I would feel about it, but I've been told several times that I would enjoy it if I really got into it. The Rathalos event in this game was a big thing in there that really made me want to try to get into it sometime maybe, which I haven't. It was recently on sale on the PlayStation Market around Valentine's Day, I think, and I bought it for my girlfriend. But yeah, I still haven't got into it myself. Bought Monster Hunter World when it came out and played it for a week and never played it again. Wow. Liquid Snake, hey, thanks for following on Twitch. The notification didn't go down for some reason, but thank you so much. Yes, I've definitely played the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Actually loved it a lot too. I played the original Final Fantasy VII as well, so it's just super nostalgic for me. But yeah, I did actually play it. I loved it. On YouTube, actually, there's a huge playlist of, I wouldn't say huge, but there's my playlist of me going through it on normal mode. I really enjoyed it. Hey, Skittles? No. You enjoyed watching you. I actually enjoyed having you around while I was playing it. And everybody that got in there on that playthrough, I really loved the game. I loved the added things they had to the story. I feel a little sad that a lot of people felt like it was a filler, but I really enjoyed it, you know. It's definitely one of those kind of like to each their own kind of deals. Because a lot of people I know, they don't really get into the whole hack and slash Final Fantasy games. Like, I was a huge Final Fantasy 15 fan as well, which it wasn't my first Final Fantasy game. I just like a good hack and slash, and I like a good strategy game. And that kind of was like the best of both worlds on that aspect. Still sad about Jesse. You liked it too? It was awesome. Possibly, yeah. That's something I've been considering that's probably going to happen as well, the sequels on PlayStation 5. I don't really know, though. And it's not really been completely confirmed on that either, so... Yeah, I don't really know. It could be. They probably will, though. They'll probably, at least, like, the next one, like the first sequel, will probably be accessible to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And then I'm guessing everything after that will probably be full on PlayStation 5. They finished out the chapters a lot more. You really like the backstory explain more? I really like the backstory explain more too. And I really like the fact as well that it looks like they're doing like a leading up to, ah, shit. Sorry, because that was my bad. It is double my bad. But I like the fact that it looks like there's a leading up to the story of Advent Children as well. That is something I'm super excited about and hoping that they glean in a lot more, because Advent Children was really good, but for it to be a sequel, like a film sequel, there's just like a lot of gaps that they never really explain. You just kind of like roll with it, and it's like the only thing you can do. And they had the complete edition that actually did explain a little bit more things, like where Denzel came from, and, you know, just a few things like that, but I don't know, I wish they could have explained it a little bit more, and I like the fact that it looks like they're going to be doing a lot of that in the remake series that they got going on. I hope they actually explain Geostigma a little bit more as well. There's a whole lot of things I'm really hoping for out of that whole series that's going on right now. Wasn't paying attention, obviously. There we go, good deal. How Final Fantasy VII Remake did? I actually have a theory that I don't know if any of you follow Twitter too much. I actually shared it on Twitter. I think I might have even shared something here. But they announced what one of Square Enix's first like PlayStation 5 titles would be. And they really didn't go into too much explanation other than just like a photo. And I have a fan theory that one of at least the titles, it may not be the next big thing, and I could be wrong, this is just a theory. I feel like Final Fantasy VI is going to finally get the remake that we all want. It's a fan theory. Take it with a grain of salt at that. Just at best, take it with a grain of salt. But that fan art, there's just so many things. Just like the character design of things. There was a Leviathan that looked like it might have been, I don't know, just like big personification. You play Potato on PC? I feel ya. If it's going to be a trend on gaming too now, I would be okay if they just picked the right games to do it. Like Jessie's best girl. Honestly, Jessie was, they made her much more likable now than what she used to be. Only she wasn't bad in the old days. The thing about it was just they didn't really put into her character. I think that was a big thing how they did it with Biggs, Wedge, and Jessie. Just made them all pretty likable characters. And like I said, Zombie, I would be okay with it if they just chose the right games. Like, I know a lot of people wanted a Final Fantasy VIII remake, but I think it was a much better strategy to go on a remaster with 8. 8, if you compare graphics to 7 and 8, you got one that looks Nintendo 64 and the one that looks like 3D pixelized weirdness, which is Final Fantasy VIII. They kind of fixed that though with the remaster, and it looks really good. It looks really smooth. But a full-on remake for that game, like I hate to say it, but I do love Final Fantasy VIII. I love it a lot, but it's kind of like a cult fan game. And I say that because I know more people that don't like it than people that do like it. And, you know, it's like the same way with, like, Final Fantasy IX. I love Final Fantasy IX, but it's another thing. Like, a lot of fans that like 7 and 8 didn't like 9. And a lot of fans that like 9 and 6 didn't like 8. Most people like 7. It's just a good game. But, yeah. Do you have Metal Gear Solid graphics? I don't really hate Metal Gear Solid graphics. I do love Metal Gear, and I love the original Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear 2. I like Snake Eater. I'll admit I've never beat 4. I liked playing 4. I lost the chance to be able to beat it. And I actually have 5 downloaded on my PlayStation 4 here, but I've never played Metal Gear Solid 5. I played part of one of the games, because I know it got split into 2 parts, and I played one of them and I didn't care for it that much. You think it's smart because you'll get the fans that played the OG games? I think it's smart too. The only thing that kind of like falters with it, it's just the fans that are very key and core to the, what's the best way to know how to put it? The classics, you know? I know a lot of people that didn't even want to play the new Final Fantasy VII remake because it wasn't completely turn-based like it was in the original. Like, you have those fans that exist out there that are just like turn-based system only style gamers. Like my brother's like that. He likes to play RPGs, but if he plays an RPG, like any RPG that he plays, or JRPG, it actually has to be turn-based for some reason, and I don't get that. My brother, well, I take that back because he likes Fallout, but I mean, it's a gun game, you know, it's an apocalyptic game. When it comes to like JRPGs and stuff like that, my brother is just one of those like strict turn-based system, which I understand, you know, everybody has their preference. Gosh, I want to do a raid, but I don't want to do a raid at the exact same time. Is that bad? I don't know. Gosh, I started following this dude on Twitter. He does like a lot of, I actually shared his page and artwork that he had done for the upcoming Inuyasha sequel. Gosh, this dude posts like 90 times to Twitter. It's like making a new Star Wars movie, but fucking over the originals, yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. I actually do like the new Star Wars movies, though. I'm one of those people, I just roll with it. I don't know, there's not many things I just don't necessarily hate. Ew, what? You can't wait for that? Oh, you're talking about the Inuyasha sequel. At first I was like, what can he not wait for? But the Inuyasha sequel, I know what you're talking about. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. It makes me want to go back and rewatch all of Inuyasha, honestly. It's been a very long time since I've went down that road. Well, I don't want to say. It's been about 2 years, I think. Part of me wants to do a level 80 dungeon, but I feel like I'll just go right back to where I just was. I think I'm going to wrap it up for now. We'll see how it is a little bit later. Once I get the role quest finished and everything going with the Gunbreaker. So I'm going to switch to the Fisherman, finish these out real quick, and see how I feel after doing the role quest with the Gunbreaker. And we'll see there. I might go back as the Summoner later tonight. Again, I'm pretty tired. But I might go back and I might actually do the raids. We'll see. The Star Wars movies were okay, but you think they could have done better. You enjoyed watching them, though. You haven't seen anything on the new Inuyasha stuff? They haven't actually released much of anything but concept art and like a cover art to like the manga. But there's actually, I posted something in Discord, I think it was last week? Could have been earlier this week. Sorry, my days kind of run together these days, going in and out of work with my schedule being off and on, and just, I had to tell that to my brother today. I actually went to go see my brother, and gosh, I can't even remember what we were talking about, but I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I mean, my days, just some of them are just running together at this point because my schedule's like so messed up from all this virus stuff. Like 1 week I'm at work, then I'm off for 2 weeks, and then I'm like, for the last 2 weeks I've been working now, and then I'm off next week. It's just, it's breaking my brain. I have like no real schedule going on. It's like hit and miss. It's like on schedule, off schedule, and my brain can't keep up with it. Your girl wants to see the new Inuyasha stuff, but she's very hesitant because you forget the creator's name, but isn't directly involved in her story and crafting the art, right? Might be wrong. To be honest with you, I don't exactly know. I know they're going the shonen way, so I'm not really sure. See what the reviews will be when The Last of Us 2 comes out. Yeah, I still want to play it. I'm still very skeptical as well, though. I've been hearing all these bad things. Not spoilers, mind you. Like, I've completely kept myself, thankfully, away from spoilers. I'm going to try my best to continue to do so, but gosh, I'm just like physically scared as a person. I've never been scared to play a game in my life, but I'm scared to play The Last of Us 2. Not from the horror aspects, just from the reviews. Yeah, we did do a dual copied factory. Like, Rez called it right before it happened. I was like, you know what, let's do a little alliance raid. You know, we did copied factory for fun, and then it was like, you know, let's you know, do a little bit of alliance raid or raid roulette. And oh my god, we got it again. I'm actually really excited for the new the Nair content coming out. I'd like to hear more details on that, the mobile title and the remake of the prequel. Which I don't know if you can really say that, but I'm gonna say it. Double factory. It really was. A copied experience. Oh my god, I screwed it up. I had a pun in my head, but it just like left. And then I was gonna say a copied experience for, like, you know, the copied factory, and then it sounded janky, so when I actually went to say it, I janked it up even further. Bear with me. Is that it? That was it. Nice. I can actually save myself a little bit of time. When the Moogle event starts next week. Honestly, it's cool that you'd say that. The only reason I want to do it next week, which I'm going to be playing it Sunday though, I'm going to be on Fallout 76. Again, tomorrow's up in the air if I stream. I mainly wanted to get on here to level up my Gunbreaker. I need to work on my Autumn level a little bit more with my Summoner here, so there's really that. That's like two of the main things I'm really trying to work on before the new patch gets here, which I know it's going to be like midsummer probably, or like early to midsummer. So I'm just trying to get prepared for when that moment actually comes, but the Moogle Treasure Trove, I can finally get Ixion. I'm never online when the Ixion event happens, like never. I've been playing this game for almost 4 years now, and literally have not, like, I think I might have done the Ixion quest once, and I didn't get any of the drops, like, nothing. I showed up right at the end, didn't do enough to do anything, so that is a big thing. I want the Ixion mount so badly. Stardew Valley? My girlfriend's playing Stardew Valley like a maniac as well. She downloaded that in like a Dark Cloud, played Dark Cloud for like a little while, downloaded Stardew Valley, and it's like the only thing she does. She stays up till like 5 AM playing. Waited out, trust me, some things in The Last of Us 2 are terrible. Gosh, that... I'm sure even if it does happen, it'll happen a different way. I've kind of predicted that with Joel anyway, though, to be honest with you. The last trailer they had that happened, I don't know about, though. So, we'll see. I'm still trying to stay away from, like, all spoilers, though. I definitely want to see how it's going to play out. I don't really like a good, like... yeah, I mean, I just don't really like spoilers. It kind of kills me knowing something. Like, over half the part of streaming, you know, video games, especially a good story video game, is the reaction that a lot of people like to see. Even myself, when I go back and watch some of my streams, I like to see my own reactions of just like how, like for instance in Final Fantasy VII Remake, just seeing my face light up with so many events, and then even reigniting those same feels, rewatching not only how I felt, but feeling it all over again, watching them again. Man, it's just amazing. And that's what I really like about doing, like, story title games, you know, just getting that magic. And, you know, a lot of people like a good quality reaction. And when you know there's, like, spoilers beforehand, there's no reaction. It's like, and if you did know, then a lot of people do, like, fake reactions, which you can always tell when they're fake. You love it, it's so fun, but you can waste hours playing it. Like, you start playing it after dinner one day, and be sitting there and it, whew, 4 AM. But I hate to hear that, Tim. Final Fantasy VII Remake deserves Game of the Year awards, I think maybe is what you're saying. If so, I totally agree. Like, although... the thing that's gonna kill it is that it was a part of a game, and we're gonna have to wait like 2 to 5 years to get the next part. So that's what's gonna kill it, unfortunately, on the anything. Like, even me, like, I would love to get that game a solid 10 out of 10, but I can't because I want to play more of it, and it's so good. But I gotta wait. which doesn't kill the game. I still recommend it to anybody out there. It's such a good game. Final Fantasy VII Remake, definitely my top game so far in 2020. I can't think of anything that was actually better than it. It's been a game I've been hopped up for that actually played out to my hump. I just wish it would have been longer, which I understand why it wasn't. They literally scrapped the game twice and restarted it in the last few years of production. And it was a huge game, you know? They made basically disc 1 of a game that you could have done in, like, if you did a good speed run, you could do it in like 2 to 3 hours. So they did a good job expanding upon that phenomenally and just really going out there and expanding on it. But it does leave you wanting for more. And again, it's hard to give. And they did go a good aspect of making it a full title game. But when you've played the original, and then like you want to go back and just like do more of that. I mean, they give you a good grinding aspect. You got like a new game plus aspect. You got hard mode that gets added to it. You can go back and play additional chapters to get some achievements. But again, the thing that kills it the most is just like knowing what happens next in the game. Even if you don't completely know what happens next. Like, they changed so much, so I won't know the full story, which is exciting. But yeah, I just wish it was an actual complete game, you know? And which it is. I don't know how to feel about that. You know, it's a weird way to put it. Which I understand too. Like a lot of reviews, like after I'd beat it, I went and saw and read a lot of reviews, and a lot of companies gave it like an 8 out of 10. It runs a good steady, like 8 to 9 out of 10. Like most people were giving it 8, 8.5, and a 9, which is a damn good score for a video game. Like average runs anywhere from like you know, most people would say 5, but 5 is a decent game. You know, you tell somebody, you might like it. I don't know. 4 is more average for like just a bleh game. You know, you might play it, beat it just because you got it. 2 being just 1 being god awful. 10 being the best game you ever played in your whole entire life. And again, I wanted to give it that, but I mean, it's just, I felt like I played part of a game still. Even though it was full game length, it was really good, and I still recommend it to anybody. It still feels like I played part of a game. And then it's like, was something about that. Even so, the gameplay was awesome. I agree. The gameplay was amazing. I love the fact that you could switch between characters like that, too. I really love playing Barrett's part and Tifa, along with Cloud, of course. And yeah, I know exactly what you mean with the more coming that we haven't got yet. Sephiroth was super badass, too, with the sword fight. Yeah, I really like what they do with the ending. A lot of people wasn't the biggest fan with the ending, but there's so many key points that are leading up to things that look like it's like, there's this thing, it's part fan theory and part confirmed in the, Ultimania of the game, that the last 3 entities that you had to fight there were actually Kadaj, Yaz, or Laz, and, oh my god, how did I forget their names? Kadaj is so easy to remember, but it's Kadaj, Laz, and Yazoo, I think. It's one of those games that makes you want to platinum it. Same with God of War. Oh yeah, I loved the God of War. I like that they kept the same story from God of War, but also revamped it into its own new series. I would really love to see a sequel to the new God of War, and I like how they ended it as well. It was just so good. Listening to the theme from the remake on your walk today. Nice. I actually listen to it pretty often. Like, I'm still rocking this here. The whole Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 7 theme collab. I love this. I've actually got a few other themes I could be using right now that are new, and I still haven't. Probably won't. I've been debating. Okay, let's head to the free... Actually, I could actually head to the Crystarium. I'm still really, really hoping that my little fan theory is correct. I still would really love to see Final Fantasy VI get a remake, not a remaster. No, a remake. That would be so good. I should have a new one of these over here. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out. I should have the role quests. God of War is amazing. I agree, Chaz. Agree. I really loved how... I know there had to be some fan out there that was so scared on how they would make it work. A game that went from a story-based, puzzle-like hack and slash to full-on RPG hack and slash. And I gotta say, they did it perfectly. I love the open world aspects, just so many things. Within saying that, dude, I actually love the originals as well. Like, I'm a huge God of War fan. I've been playing for years. The first time I actually beat a God of War game, believe it or not, I'd stayed up all night long trying to play and beat that game, and I did it. But man, was it an experience for sure. I'll never forget it, ever. It was, like I said, it was an experience to never be forgotten. Is this the one? I actually have no idea which of these I'm supposed to be doing for the tank roll quest thing. I'm guessing not that person. It has to be this guy right here, yeah? Maybe? Grandson? Anybody know? I'll look it up. Yeah, that's it. Grandson. Okay. Got a couple of these I can get off. Maybe even like 3 of these tonight. We'll see. Grandson. Okay, and bear with me. I'm gonna start reading. A tall, dark stranger is regarding you with a mixture of curiosity and approval. It is mysterious. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember it if I had seen your fair share of fighting. Oh, shit. There was I'll start this over. There was a period there and then just skimmed right over it. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had seen your fair share of fighting, have you? Maybe. And wary besides. Rest assured I've no secret designs. Name's Grandson, bounty hunter by trade. Mostly sin eaters. Mostly. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks have been talking about recently. That's right. Easy, killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner, someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize of the side of Norvrun. Prize, you say? I'd hear the details first. Yeah, you know, I like to keep a level mind. Tell me about those deets. Flashback, or is it just like, okay, no, we got it, okay. Thought that'd grab your attention. It's one of those names. Diakosine. Dikaiosine. That's it, Dikaiosines. Dikaiosines, the friend I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. There were hopes that somehow the dead of Volthree and the Wardens might have put an end to Dikaiosines. Dikaiosine. Man, this dude has like the hardest name to pronounce, Dikaiosine. But alas, no. Seems the rules that bind other Sin Eaters don't apply to the virtues. Former warriors of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago, dear old Brendan was one of them. I'm told. Stop me if you've heard all this before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brendan died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a Sin Eater. The better to torment we few who survived their mercy. Needless to say, I am to put an end to all of that. You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Dikaiosine with me? Yeah, well, might as well. Done the others. Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I'll see you to humor me and prove you're the dab hand. You are, for my sake as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come, with me, and put my mind at ease. The paladin dude who has was one of the warriors of darkness with Ardbert. You know, I naturally assume, like most of us, that we've all kind of just, again, naturally assumed that they've scrapped the idea of the Final Fantasy live action thing, which they haven't come up front and said that they have live action adaptation that they're saying that they were gonna do with like Sid and all that stuff. I wish that it wasn't canceled, which we don't know if it is. That's a great assault moment too. But I would really much have rather them have done everything about, like, you know how we don't have the original Final Fantasy XIV story? Like, we got a Realm Reborn, and then we got Heavensward, then we got Stormblood, and now we got Shadowbringers, and then, you know, etc. for the future. But I wish that would have been the perfect way to do it. Even if they didn't do live action, they could have just, like, gosh, is it Speakers Network? I'd have to look it up. There's actually a pretty nice YouTube channel that, I can't remember the name, though. I think it's Speakers Network. But it's a pretty nice YouTube channel where they've got, like, most of the content, and they explain so many implements and random things from the original game, and they make it easy to follow. And I know there's, like, some, like, the actual Final Fantasy XIV group actually do a few videos that, like, cap over everything so you don't have to go through it all. But I really, really wish that that would have been the direction they went to make a Netflix or, you know, any streaming service series. Or actually, I would have enjoyed it if they would have done just like the original Final Fantasy XIV story, just played out, default choices from Ardbert, and, you know, all that. Gosh, I would have loved that. I know a lot of the original story, but it's not for me typically playing it. It is definitely from, well, again, me just getting on other YouTube channels, because when I started playing the game, I was at like the end of the Heavensward era, right before Stormblood was about to come out. So there was a lot of content there that I missed completely, and I would really like to see all that without having to go through YouTube channels and hear about people talk about it. I mean, it'd be very nice to just go, be able to watch it, and just enjoy it like that, you know? Maybe it could just be me saying that, but also, to anybody curious out there, I'm sure all of you have seen it, but the new version of this mount, I've been actually very tempted to get it. I don't normally get Mog Station items, though, unless they're on sale. I didn't even get this. This was a birthday present. I got the panda here on sale. I got the Moogle mount, wherever that is. I might have taken it off the hotbar. Nope, there it is. I got that on sale as well. And, you know, I've got a few that I've got, with, like, collector's editions, but... Yeah, I've been randomly tempted. Is it Crimson Carbuncle? I know there's the Emerald, and then what is this one? Citrine? Cratine? I think it's Citrine. Either way, don't hate on me for that one. But, yeah, the new Carby just looks... Gosh, it looks amazing. I love that color. I wish that these would have been... People would have hated it if it was, but I still wish that this would have been like a Summoner Scholar exclusive mount. Like, you know, you got tank mounts. I think the healer has a specific mount. I think it might be Watt Mage. I don't know. And you know, the Dark Knight specifically has its own mount. I just wish that would have been a nice little cool feature for the Summoners and the Scholars to actually have, because it's a weird split thing. And, you know, it really entices a lot of people to go in and play them, because a lot of people don't like to play them because they feel like they're so complicated. I know a lot of people would disagree with that, though. I know a lot of people really liked the fact that they could just get it on the log station. I don't really care that much for, like, exterior butt things for a game, like a cosmetic. But some people are really into it. I like it when the game actually offers it to you for free, but it's kind of a dying breed of content. Like, most games are kind of moving to this kind of, like... microtransaction-esque type deal. There you are. Very good. The Sea Eaters we were after were sighted west of the Ancestors' Gate, so we'll need to head through there before we begin our search. Oh, and if you happen to have any objections to killing Sin Eaters for sport, remember that many were once innocent people. You'll be doing them a favor, putting them out of their misery. We're not new to this game, buddy. Okay, a little round the corner action. So is anybody looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima? Like, that game, oh my god. It was on the radar. I wanted to play it for a while, but now so many of just details of the content, oh, it looks so good. I'm more than likely gonna end up playing it. I want to stream it so bad. It may be a game, like, that I play on my own time. Like, you know, I'll often talk about fighting games that I actually play, but I don't really stream them. Like, recently I've beat Injustice, I've beat Mortal Kombat 10, and I've beat Mortal Kombat 11. Gonna be playing the Mortal Kombat 11 content. I'm still in debate on streaming that. It's just story stuff. You know, maybe replaying through the whole story or jumping in right at the aftermath content. I don't really know. It'll probably more than likely be my own time kind of thing. And, I've recently... got the Spider-Man game for PlayStation 4, which I know has been out for a while, but I haven't played games on my free time, but I've had a lot of free time here lately, so I've kind of started doing it again. And, I don't know, I thought about doing that with Ghost of Tsushima, but it mainly depends on how the streaming schedule will be, but I would love to play and stream that game. Oh my god, playing it for sure gonna happen. Streaming it, it's up in the air, but I'm ecstatic. I'm excited for it. Ah, jeepers. I'm gonna kill this guy first. Good deal. Okay. Gonna wait just a second, let some stuff like kind of cool down here. I don't want that thing to respawn, but I don't know, it might actually, I don't know if it's gonna be one of those like it probably will just spawn something. So yeah, give it just a second, let some things cool down here. So So what games is everybody else here looking forward to? There's got to be something. Is Nintendo Switch actually selling out in everybody else's area as well as they are in mine? Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, okay. Ah, shit. Oh well. Good, clean work. This is clearly not your first time. Let's do this once more, just to confirm it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less sin eaters. Follow me, it shouldn't be much further. Okay, wow, right in the middle of the road this time. Shit. Okay, sorry about that. Just saw some YouTube videos. Apparently, some people are doing ASMR roleplay stuff. That's different. ASMR is a whole different ballpark for sure. Like, there are people that can fall asleep to anything, I figured out. Like, there's one I saw, it was on Good Mythical Morning about people eating chalk. Yeah, that'll do. You're exactly the son of a man I've been looking for, and thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjugating you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? Okay. You never got into it? Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm one of those people I actually have to have silence when I go to sleep, so I can't say I've necessarily got into it either, but some people do. There's this guy at work, I can't remember what somebody reads off like ingredients to food, and apparently that helps him sleep. That's what he was telling me the other day. He was asking about my YouTube channel and us, you know, talking to him about it, you know, just all the things that I've done. Because a lot of you that's been following for a while know it's not just game streams. I've done vlogs, I've done food reviews, I've done the RIP series. I've done so many things on this channel. But he was asking me if I ever did any ASMR or got into it, and I was telling him no. And it was one of the first things that he had said. It was just like, he watches this person that eats food, and then they go over all the ingredients in the food, and just like, that helps him go to sleep, and it just, I mean, whatever works, I guess. If I legitimately cannot go to sleep, my best remedy is to have like a nice soothing drink, and honestly, turn it on at like King of the Hill. I've seen like every episode of King of the Hill so many times I can't count. And just give me like 2 episodes. Boom, I'll be out. So, just to make sure you're still keen on our arrangement, Tonberry, will you join with me and hunt the dread fiend, the Gaiocene, and put an end to his accursed existence? Yeah, you know, why not? Excellent, then it's settled. Now, every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. The Gaiocene can be a rather difficult eater to pin down, but before we commence ours, we would do well to attend to our respective preparations. Let me know when you are ready to proceed. Little did you know, I'm ready now. All set to embark on our great hunt, Tonberry. Then let us be about it. Before you ask, I have no intention of leading us out into the wilds without even an inkling of the Gaiocene's whereabouts. Norvrant may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen loftops to scout out, to scour every nook and cranny. So, we'll start by asking around the place. I know for a fact the Gaiocene has attacked before, the village of Wright, Andalusia. While I don't have any reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value after all. You can only be sure that they haven't forgotten the day that the bastard came through. So let us be off. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, everybody's got their own thing that helps them sleep. Oddly enough, another show that helps me go to sleep is .hack Legends. I've seen it so many times that if I actually cannot make it through 2 episodes, I will be out, I'll promise. I love it. I love .hack Legends. Catch me midday, I can watch it. But if I watch it right before, you know, these hours of the night, I'll be out. So, Rez, you got any games you're looking forward to coming up? Welcome to Right. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me, never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Striking down the Kaiosine is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask. After the bastard, that's a weird way to put it, better odds of turning up useful information. That way I'd wager. Not really? I feel ya. It's one of those times where a lot of games are either coming out and you're really excited about it, or you're kind of meh. Like another one I'm really excited about, 100% won't stream it. I'm sorry for anybody out there that'd be interested in it. I just want to enjoy the nostalgia bomb on my own time. The Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake/remaster that's coming out in September. Oh man, I'm so excited for that. Like, I grew up playing Tony Hawk. 1 and 2 were definitely the first games I ever played. And just seeing that remake, remaster announcement. A lot of you know that I actually like the skateboard a lot too. I actually haven't in a while, needless to say. My skateboard's made quite an appearance on here a couple of times. I like to skate and enjoy. I got Venture Trucks. A Ryzen 6 board, which is the Enjoy board. Can't remember what my wheels are. I kind of want to walk over there, but it's not that important right now. Anyway, I'm a big skateboarder. I love to skate. I can't say big anymore. Again, I haven't been skateboarding in a while, but just seeing that, it's just, oh man. I haven't even felt like playing most games. I feel you there too. It's a hit and miss with a lot of people. I've actually been watching a lot of movies to catch up on my things, and like buying and rewatching, and I've been on a weird path being out of work for sure. What do you want with me? The Sin Eater, the one that came and killed everyone? Oh god, is he here? Then why are you talking about him? Ugh. I knew I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror. And eaters and... Ugh! There's another god there. I'm guessing this is the other person? Yep. Also, Mortal Kombat 11's DLC coming up. Ugh, I'm super excited. Where'd you come from? And what do you want with me? Sin Eater stuff, buddy? The Kaiosine. That thrice damn eater? Yep, that's what he said. That thrice damned eater. That's the spitting image of Galgen? Of a Galgen knot. That the Kaiosine? I can't help you. All I know is that when he came, what? If you had seen the carnage, you would... I'm sorry. I can't talk about this. I feel like this one, though, is a little bit less story equivalent. The one I think I've liked so far has been the DPS that I ran for the magic, well, with my summoner. Yep, you're almost caught up on the Runaways. I gotta get caught. Are you on the latest season? And if so, is it good so far? I've gotta get caught up. I haven't watched any of the latest season. I've watched seasons 1 and 2 completely, and I loved them. But the last one, I've been a little late. Also, I've been very busy, but I want to get back into it so bad. Are you on the last season, or the latest season? And is it good? Well, learn anything worth sharing? I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us. There's no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? What's your connection to this village? I'm sure if I ask this one, he'll go into the other one, so... Well, I was planning on telling you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is a good time as any. Maybe it'll get good right here. I was born and raised in Rot, lacking any real prospects. I eked out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life. Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from the Yulmoran trader, bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Me and her had been talking about trying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So, when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyards to pick up extra tools and material she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but it paid for itself 10 times over. But when he got back to right, the Gaiocene had been busy. I spotted at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother, who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us. The gruff woodsman who had brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter, both of them reduced to a mindless fiend. Just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And then, there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met, and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran for each other, and even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment, she was there, right there, in front of me. And the next, she was... The Gaiocene knelt and took the Fang of Orthus, then left, leading a host of sin-eaters out of right. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we've been together. For all the time she had welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew. All the time she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. Man, this one got deep. I swore then and there that I'd have my vengeance. The Gaiocene would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul. An enduring reminder of the vow that I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? You got it, buddy. That's the spirit. Still, I've some unfinished business here, so if you could give me a moment before we resume, I'd be most grateful. Is Cloak and Dagger good? That's another one of those Marvel shows that I've thought about watching, but I've never actually got into it. Nothing bad to say about it. I've literally, when I say not gotten into it, as in I've not even watched any of it. Like, again, it's nothing against it. I don't know anything about it. But it's cool that there's actually a crossover. I kind of like that they do that, and it's cool that you said Season 3 is cool. I like to see that. But, yeah, I like to do those crossovers sometimes, but sometimes I hate them. Is that bad to say? Is it bad to say? The reason is, you ever hate it when they do a crossover for a show that you don't like, that you haven't been watching, and then you basically have to go back and watch the other show just to get it? That's something that gets me sometimes. That's how I've been with like a lot of the DC shows right now. Like I'm hit and miss with a lot of them. I like Arrow. Honestly, it might be the only one I can say I like. I wanted to watch Constantine, but I know they've already stopped it, and they did a little thing. Like I haven't watched any of Flash either, which I don't have anything against Flash. I've never started it. I didn't know if I would like it, but you don't know, you'd have to restart it from the beginning to have an opinion, honestly. I feel you. I mean, I've never watched it, so I couldn't have much of an opinion on it myself. But give me a moment. I'll make this very quick. I'm gonna take the first restroom break of the night, and I'll be right back. You gotta pop out for the evening? Hope you have a awesome night as well, Tim. Thank you so much for jumping in and sticking around for a while. And thank you for watching, Tim, definitely. And also, everybody, give me just a moment. I'll make it super quick. I'll be right back. I'll actually get some kind of ominous random music. It's not going to be very loud, but it's something. I know the music here, it cuts on and off, so I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. Okay. You just thought it was pretty cool because they drew parallels between Ty and Tandy being light and dark, and Catalina and Nico being light and dark. Yeah, I feel you. They aren't mutants. Has teleportation abilities and can see people's fears, and Tandy can make light and see people's hopes. I see what they call it, cloak and dagger, cloak and dagger now for sure. Gosh, Riz, I wish you liked Batman a little bit more. I've been actually watching they're the animated films, but I've been watching a lot of the Batman animated films here lately. There's just been a lot of them that had came out that I'd wanted to watch so bad over, you know, the last couple years. And I was pretty curious if I would like him or not, and the Batman Ninja was actually one of them. And I finally got a chance to watch it, and oh my god. It is so stereotypical, but so good at the same moment. Like, it's like cel-shaded animation meets modern-day comic animation meets anime animation, and it works. It is so weird. They also have like some water paint style things going on that is just no spoilers at all, but it's very adult intended as well, and it's just so good. Well, is it the best thing I've ever seen? No, I'm not gonna say that. It is not the best thing we've ever seen, is it, Choco? Oh, believe me, she's saying no. Was it good, though? It was pretty good. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I actually was telling one of my buddies at work about it. It's just a nice mix of so many things. They do, like, all the classic characters you want to see in it. They're all there, and just, oh, man, it was so good. I'm definitely going to end up watching it again, needless to say. Actually bought it, so yeah, that's how much I liked it. But you definitely got to be a Batman fan for it. It's though it is what it is, it's a very stereotypical Japanese anime style thing. And I say that, you may be curious on what I say like stereotypical is because it's got giant robots in it, and a bunch of giant robots become one giant robot. Batman straight up does jutsu, which blew my mind. And a lot of other things happen, but it is definitely pretty good. It's just not your favorite. I feel you. You feel the animated movies can be better than the live action? I definitely agree. See, the animated stick with the comic books. Most of the animated things are based on the comic books. The live action, though, I like most of them. I don't like them. You know, I like most of them. I'll just leave it at that. But They bend the rules of Batman, you know, needless to say, in the live-action stuff. And, you know, a lot of times it's how the director feels that the approach would have been, rather than how the comic book would have been. And that's a really cool thing they always do with, like, the animated things. They just follow the comic books tooth and nail. But Ninja, oh, man. It's everything you want. You know, if you're a comic book fan, they got you. If you're an anime fan, they got you. If you're an adult, they got you because there's a little bit of blood in it. You know, it's not super gory, but there's a little blood in it. And also there's some cussing in it. It makes it, like, not too edgy. And not too cringy edgy. But just enough to make you feel like, you know, you're watching something that you can't watch with your a 2-year-old could probably watch it. You can't watch it with your 5-year-old child or nephew. Or niece. They did a really good job with that film as well. I really enjoyed Batman Ninja. Oh yeah. So Rez, are you still online? You wanna run a little content? You are online. You wanna run a little roulette action? You don't have to if you don't want to. And I might save this next roll quest. I might do it tonight actually. Get to 74, do a roll quest, and then maybe call it there. I'm pretty tired, and honestly, it's gone pretty well tonight. Got nothing better to do. I like that attitude. I actually need to get some repairs, like right off the bat. I have to. It's not good. From the last time I was streaming on here, doing the job quest for the Gunbreaker. Woo! It was a little bit more spicy than what I thought it was gonna be. I don't want to do that. See what I mean? It is bad. Woo! That was horrible. That's, whew. So, we earlier, a few of us, you know, it was very small talk. We're talking about like things that we would like to see come in the next actual expansion in Final Fantasy XIV here. Is there a class specifically that you would like to see? I know Top Mage has been one. A lot of us have actually, you know, been thinking and wanting. I wish they'd do Top Mage like I actually was playing in the Zodiac Age when I played the remaster of Final Fantasy XII. How I did Fran, making her like a heavy armor wearing Top Mage. I'd really like to see that, but yeah, is there something that you'd like to see happen though? Rez or a certain party? The biggest one that would be for me would definitely be like I'm a summoner, so it goes without saying. The biggest one for me, I would really love to play. Like, you know, I played multiple classes. Let's see. The only others that I have at 80 at the moment are Watt Mage and my Summoner. And, you know, working on Gunbreaker here. I played Dark Knight to 70 along with Samurai Bard, Machinist, Red Mage, and, you know, that's it. But, you know, I dabbled with Thermaturg, but I had to when I first started playing this game. And, yeah, I got my Blue Mage to 53, and it just kind of lost interest in it. But, Top Mage DPS would be cool as well. But, yeah, I don't know. It would be cool to see the Top Mage. I still want Beastmaster, though. That's the one that I really like. There's so many creatures in this game, so the possibilities would be endless. It would give me such a, like a Hunter World of Warcraft feel. Which, I guess a lot of people wouldn't like that, but I would just love to see it. So, out of preference, which of these would you rather do the most? Tank, leveling, or the 50, 60, 70 dungeons? Which this is probably going to be my weak point, but we could do any of these. They're all tank friendly at the moment. Leveling actually can get some clusters though. But do you actually have any preference right now, Rez, on what we do? You really want Necromancer? Necromancer would be really cool. Chemist Hills. Like the Arcanist can be both? That would be cool. Not leveling. Okay. Let's try Trials. Let's just go from there, see how we feel. And maybe I might even do the 50, 60, 70 dungeon if you're up for it right after. Yeah, leveling can be a wild card. Sometimes it can go in your favor, and then sometimes it could literally be a nightmare. Super low dungeons when you have like 3 abilities. Yeah, I feel ya. The one that really gets me of just running the places that I hate the most. Like Aramvel, oh my god. It's almost a knot ruiner. When like everything's going fun, you're having a good knot, and then boom! Aramvel. Even worse, Aramvel with people that have never played it. Number 3 on the duty finder. Oh, okay. There we go. I do wonder where we'll go. Come on, random healer. Also, Rez, have you watched the X-Men Legends Wolverine? No, Wolverine. Oh my god, not X-Men Legends. I'm tired. It hit me like a brick. Now know just how tired I am. The MK Legends or Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. That's what I meant to say. The Dancing Plague. Oh no. I've never had to tank Titania before. Oh man. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I've legitimately never tanked Titania before. And we got first timers. Oh no. At least it's not EX, but oh my god, I've never had to tank Titania before. Go off tank. I'll have to go off tank. Gosh, wish me luck on this. I'm gonna mess something up. Hopefully I don't, but I feel like I will.
For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
Ah, shit.
When you play with fire. We're sick of this crapped old castle. Let's dream.
It's going decent so far, at least. Ah, shit.
push, piston fly.
This is Ad Tom, yeah? Ah, shit. Oh, jeez, what happened? It was going so well. You remember the fight? I remember the fight. I don't know tank stances there, or, well, not tank stances, obviously I know my tank stance. I don't know a lot of this stuff to do as an off tank, which are basically just like a glorified DPS. I know we gotta go, like, counterclockwise for the big ads, though. Ah, shit.
Sleep when you're dead. castle. Let's dream.
I feel like it's going a little bit better so far. At least I hope so. I still just stack in the middle in this part. Like, there's so many things people have said to do in this. I still think stacking in the middle is like the way to go. And I mean that like literally on hard and normal. Or extreme and normal. However you want to differentiate. I don't know why they want to do Puck first. I remember doing this so many times and I never did Puck first. We always went like counterclockwise instead of clockwise. Actually, this is like starting off in the middle. Yeah, I've never done this way. This is like so off for me and I'm gonna get hit like so much right now. Oh my god. There was like zero spread right there. These people with the AoEs aren't spreading. You're supposed to run away from it, not to it. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't know, we may have had enough there. Whew.
This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
I've never actually done this fight this way, so it throws me off just a little bit as well, if I'm being quite honest. Ah, jeepers. Riz, hit up that LB. Thank goodness. Whew. And I got that level up. Nice. Did not expect to get Titania. It's the first time I've had to tank that. It was off tank. I'll have to get some more experience in that to do a little main tank action. Whew. The Spacia, I had fun though. Okay, not Bunny, it's yours, unless you leave too, and then, well, in that case, I didn't get to give it to. I was gonna give it to somebody. I was gonna try. It's a heck of a Tom. Whew. So, Rez, you up for the 50, 60, 70 dungeon? It's up to you. Need to do extreme again to get the mount, honestly. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. How many times? I went through there quite a bit. 55 times I've completed that battle. I am gonna have to take a very quick restroom break though. Could be the last one or not. Probably will be. But give me a moment, I'll be right back. But I'm in the same boat. Yeah, I've done that the extreme 55 times. Give me a moment. Okay. You got 53 totems. Gosh. Don't you hate it when you've done it like that many times? And you still haven't got the mount drop? I still want to do Rathalos. Gosh, I only have like a handful of Rathalos runs to get that mount. But literally nobody's doing that content anymore. It literally, what every single person said that was going to happen with Rathalos, it happened. I need 23 more goes at Rathalos. 23. Let's do it. Hoping you mean the 50, 60, 70. As far as Rathalos, I will never go in there as a tank. Unless, I don't know, actually, unless it was like a full tank group. They unsynced the font, really? Do you still get the scale? I don't want to do it tonight though. I'm definitely gonna have to take a practice run, and honestly, I'd want to do it more than once. And whatever I do now is literally gonna be the last thing I do tonight. I gotta hinge back into the schedule. I do have work tomorrow. I'd like to do it more though, to be honest with you. I got the Poogie, but I didn't get Rathalos. That's cool though. I'd like to try it out, especially again. It'd be nice, honestly. It wouldn't be that bad doing it with the Gunbreaker. So I'm tempted, but not tonight, but tempted sometime. Definitely. I wish the one thing that would have changed about it would have been the death thing. That's really the hardest part about it to me. It's not the fight itself. The fight itself, once you learn the aspects of the fight, it's pretty sound, pretty easy to get through. Almost no one's seen the mount actually drop from the... have we seen it? I think we might have seen it once, have we not? Maybe once, I think? But I can't really remember. But yeah. The hardest part to me about that whole fight is having to worry about the people that you're in there with's death. It's just the hardest part. Like, you all share the same amount of deaths, and having to worry about their deaths is just... it's too much. I was thinking that we saw it at least drop once as well. I could be wrong, but I feel like we have, at least once. And looks like we'll have a little wait. Nothing too bad though. That's how it is in Monster Hunter World. That's one of the things that I think would be hard for me to be able to do if I had to rely on other players. And if they were so bad and couldn't mitigate their deaths. Awesome. Gosh, I hope we really get it somewhere very good. Like, no matter what, I gotta tank this. Not too bad. Stone Vigil. Jeepers. This is fun. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, this one's fun. Jeepers. Oh my god. You don't know this boss? Basically we just have to hit it with the cannons. And then the small little vulnerable moments where you can go in and attack him. But you have to like stay keen to your own cannon. Your own cannon, when he does those giant AoEs, that's like basically your guarding, your shield. This is the fun boss. Should I say the fun bosses? And that's exactly what I meant. Good deal. Handsome Cruz, how's it going? How have you been, handsome? Glad to hear from you. Hopefully you've had a good night. Been alright. Went back to work. I know how it feels. I've had to work like all week. I had to work last week. It's a bit of an adjustment. I definitely, again, know how that feels. I've been in the same boat. I've actually got to go back to work tomorrow as well. I have next week off, which is odd. But yeah, I know exactly how you feel. It's definitely been an adjustment for me as well. How do you feel about running something else, Riz? I'll leave it up to you. I can do something else as the summoner. Again, I'll leave it up to you. I'm going to take the last rest break. It really will be of the night. If you don't want to run anything, we'll see how I feel here in a little bit. But give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Go for it. Will do. Okay, don't hate on me. I've actually got to get a quick check ski on something really quick. Does anybody actually here follow the Tom Berry Disciple Facebook page? I wanted to get a quick test in with just any of the any of this stuff, really. Again, it's my first not using this chat box. You can't see it. It's a thing. But I'm wondering just how well it works. I've had the YouTube chat going up, and I've been loving seeing it. But I would like to see what it looks like, and I'm trying to make sure it actually works for all platforms too. I'd like to see it. If anybody follows on Twitch, get a comment on there, or like, you know, if you follow it, you know, just like to see a little chat. Make sure it's picking up. Like, YouTube chat, 100% picking it up. I would like to see it get picked up for Twitch and Facebook as well. I could do Facebook myself if nobody is actually following over there. I know it's a little late and random. I'm just trying to, again, try to see. It's my first not using this chat box, and I know YouTube's been working sound, which I'm very happy about. But anybody that follows on Twitch or on Facebook that wants to help me out with that, it'd be pretty awesome. Save me a little time. I'm just trying to, like, test out the waters of this. You can check out Twitch. That would be awesome, Cruz. Just any random comment you want to jump on a Twitch stream chat, and just whatever right now you want to type out, as long as it, you know, isn't horrible. Just like a hello ski, or, you know, whatever. I'm just, again, this is just, it's a new chat box that I'm using, and a random comment sent. Thank you so much, Handsome Cruz. Thank you. Yes, so YouTube and Twitch sound, again, it's like just a new system working on. Tonight is my first not actually streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the same time. The promotion I've been talking about, the just, there's no other way to put it. I basically ended up getting a sponsorship a few months ago before this COVID-19 thing struck all of us, this whole virus ordeal, and I've been always able to do this YouTube and Twitch direct stream, but now I can do it directly to my live Facebook page as well. So I'm like streaming and all these things. So I've got this chat box here, which I'm really happy to see that actually is working at least soundly enough with YouTube and Twitch, and I can actually read all of the comments all at once without having to keep multiple things open all over the place anymore. And it's really awesome. So YouTube and Twitch, check. I can do the Facebook one really quick. I mean, it's nothing. But yeah, and it works. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, okay. Nice. I had to check. Just sent myself a little heart ski. But yeah, it's awesome. I had to check it out. But yeah, okay, awesome. I can keep using this chat box for future reference, which I'm very, 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 very happy about. Awesome. That little experiment for the night. But yes, if you prefer to watch any of these streams on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, I actually have one chat box that I don't have to keep. I'm very excited about that. The longest time that I've been streaming with YouTube and Twitch, I've actually had to keep Twitch here and YouTube there, and now it's all here. If you could see my screen, you would definitely understand. It was such a cluttered mess, and now it's not even an issue. Awesome. I'm very happy about that. So this is awesome that all of this is working out so soundly. One chat box, one place I can respond to all of you without actually having to have multiple things open. Okay, let's see what we got going on. So Rez, no leveling, huh? No leveling. I'll switch to the summoner, and we'll see what we can do. Just one last thing for the knot. So, Handsome Cruz. Handsome, what have you been working on? What have you been playing? You excited about anything coming up? What would be quick? Normal raid. You want to do a normal raid, Rez? It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'd say we could do an alliance raid, but I really, really, really don't want to get copied factory, and I feel like we will. If you... we can do alliance raid. We can. Gosh, I'm so tired. So we could. But I feel like normal raid would probably be more up our alley. What would you rather do, Rez? As of now, I'll let you pick. It doesn't have to be normal raid. It could be alliance raid. It could be whatever you wish. I'll run it. You know, I'll stay up. I want it to be up to you this time, buddy. If you really want it to be up to me, I'll make a decision, I suppose. But I mean, you run so much content on here with me. I feel like it's only fair. Do normal. Okay. I know it's not as long, but again, I'm very tired, and this is just probably more up my alley right now of things. But Rez, a little while back, before the last thing that we ran there, we would actually, well, I was actually mentioning the Mortal Kombat Legends Revenge of Scorpion. If you like the anime style, or the animation style of Warner Brothers Studios, I would most definitely recommend it. It's edgy, it's kind of cool. It definitely tells a different story of Mortal Kombat than you've ever seen before. You can join if you need. Roman, if you actually want to, yeah, we can stop, I'll go ahead and get the queue stopped. If you want to join in on us with, I mean, that's completely fun. We're both DPS though, so, well, we're running a raid, so, I mean, you could be DPS too. I don't know what I was going for. Again, I'm tired, so bear with me. But, yeah, I mean, if you actually want to jump in on, that'd be cool. I don't mind. You're a healer, cool. I mean, again, you know, if you want to play DPS, it'd be cool. I forget that we can have 4 of us. But yeah, I mean, if you want to jump in, no problem there. But as I was saying though, Rez, it completely tells a different story from Mortal Kombat, but it's actually worth checking out. It's not bad animation. It's definitely, again, Warner Brothers style, but a lot more edgy. Definitely cusses quite a bit, so it's meant for adults. Don't watch it with the younglings. Any of them out there. Currently playing Destiny 2. Cool. I've actually never played Destiny before. No, I don't have anything against it. I've never played it. But yeah, it's a weird thing because it revolves around Scorpion, but they tell the classic tale of Mortal Kombat, but just with this crazy twist. Do I recommend it? Yeah. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, would you like it? That's a hit or miss, though. That is a strong one. I couldn't say yes or no. I've seen so many people say they loved it. I watched it and I liked it. I didn't necessarily like a lot of the changes they made. Like, I'm not going to go spoiler on you. I mean, obviously, it says Scorpion's Revenge in the title, so you know it revolves around Scorpion, but I don't know. It's definitely gory. I'll tell you that much. It's very edgy. It's gory. The gore, I don't know if you're into it, but it's definitely one of the best parts of it all. Gosh, it's something else, though. It's its own entity in the MK universe. It's never been a part of the story they've ever told before. So, Romain, what is your, do you play in the Primal Data Center as well? I'm guessing you do, you know, if you wanted to come along with us. Just making sure, though. Oh, okay. Marcus Nutt. That answers my question really quick. So we can go ahead and get this going. If you need to do, or if we need to do something else for you, that's okay too. Just making sure. It doesn't look like you have it. I mean, it's cool. It's part of the raid stuff. We can run the Alliance raid if you really want to. If Rez is up for it as well. I mean, you don't have... Do you have the Alliance raid? If you have the Alliance raid, we can do that really quick. I get actually more tombstones for this anyway, and if you're up for it, Rez, we can do it. Like, I mean, I literally, I don't mind. Go for it. Okay, we can do Alliance raid. You know, like I said, I don't mind. Aha! We got that for sure, which is a good deal. You have that? Cool. That's fun. Like I said, we can run that. I don't really mind. Something good. No Heaven's Ward raids. Yeah. I hope it's something good as well. We'll see. We'll see. I honestly don't even mind if it's Heaven's Ward raids. The only time that it gets a little difficult is when you have a lot of people that don't know how to do it. That's what makes it hard. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I also got a few hours until I have to go to work. Actually, I have a lot of hours, so like 10. As long as I can eat some food after this and get some good rest, I'm fine. Got number 10 on the duty finder, which is nice. Oh man, though, I've been in like a weird spot as of late. Like right now, I really want to finish Injustice 2. I really loved the first Injustice. Can't wait for the new MK DLC coming out, Aftermath. But you ever get those feelings when you got all these games coming up that you want to play and want to do, but there's other things that you feel like you need to do beforehand? That's almost how I feel with like Final Fantasy XIV right now. You're probably gonna watch the Runaways till you fall asleep. Yeah, honestly, it's 100% the last thing I'm doing tonight, Rez. I said that last time, but I figured I could get like at least one more thing in. But yeah, this is it for me. The last thing I do tonight before I conk out for the night. And I am very tired. Not to mention I actually have to do like a lot of bill paying before work tomorrow, and I have to go to work tomorrow. So yeah, I'm in the same boat. Definitely the last thing for the night for me. Gosh, I really love this, like, Grimoire. I really do wonder also what the next chapter of, like, the relic weapons will be like. I kind of like the direction we've gone in so far. It's so much better to me as far as an implementation of it all. I didn't really care for how it was beforehand with gosh, what was it called, Rez? You probably got me better. Sleep schedule hasn't been fixed yet, so you're just chilling out till you get tired. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat, Hanson, don't worry. With this whole virus thing going on, I'm in the same boat. Like, I am just, that's basically me every night. I chill till I basically fall asleep. I try to eat something, try to watch something that'll help me at least get a little bit tired, and then I just try to just conk out for the night. And again, to anybody curious about the next stream, I'll talk about it again. You know, we're number 3 on the Duty Finder, but I'll talk about it again after this. Sunday night, I won't be on Final Fantasy 14. I'll be back on You Woke Up at 10:45 p.m.? Man. Super tired around 8 p.m. so you went to bed. And then you woke up at 10:45. Holy jeez. Can't wait till they glow. That would actually be pretty awesome as well. Rez. Gosh, that is crazy handsome. My goodness, I know how it feels though. I really do. Yeah, again, Sunday I'm going to be on Fallout 76, but Monday and next week I'm going to be doing a little bit more Final Fantasy 14. Still going to be doing Fallout 76 for sure, but Monday we have the Moogle Treasure Trove coming in, and I'll be trying to do that. Again, I want the Ixion mount. That's basically the only thing I'm going to be trying for. There's a few things there, like I've already got the Reveling Totem, or the Reveling Mount. There's a few dogs along the way I'm sure I'll end up wanting to get as well. But I've already got the Blissful, Reveling, and Auspicious, which is Byakuo and Susanoo, and then of course gosh, where does it say her name? I'm sorry, but I forgot her name. Is it Lakshmi? Yes, Lakshmi. But this one is like basically like the one so many people are after right now. That's gonna be basically debuting for that. I'm more so in it for the Ixion mount. Hopefully that will go pretty well throughout the week. But also going to be switching up things to do more Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy 14, yes, but Fallout 76 as well. It's like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Whew. Do you ever do that, like, you get like 2 to 3 hours of sleep and then all of a sudden you're just awake for the day? Like, it's over. But there's like those days also where like you might fall asleep around, let's say, 12 a.m., maybe between 12 and 4 a.m. And then somehow you wake up at like 3 p.m. the next day and wonder how you slept like almost like 12 hours or over 12 hours and then still feel sleepy. I always found that so weird how sometimes like you go to sleep early and it turns into a nap and then you're just up for like hours. Sometimes like over 24 hours. But then, you know, there's like those nights where, like, I mean, this is me basically speaking about myself, and then I'll get like just over 10 hours of sleep usually. It doesn't even have to be 12, but over 10, and I'll just be like so sleepy sometimes still. It blows my mind. It's weird how like a human body can like remedy itself just through like a couple to a few hours of sleep, but oversleeping causes you to randomly want to sleep more. It could just be a me thing, I don't know, but it definitely is something random that happens to me sometimes. Number 3 on the Duty Finder, not much longer. Oh, man. So, you know, speaking of the Batman animated films, tonight I'm in debate of either watching, the newest live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, or, last night I actually digitally bought the, Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated. I'm in a weird debate if I want to watch one of those tonight. I also don't know how tired I'll be after all this is actually over with. I don't know what I actually want to push myself to either. Sometimes I get in these weird things, like I'll during the stream I'll get so tired. Then like right after the stream, it's just like this weird surge of energy will hit me. It depends on what I'm watching a lot of times. And sometimes I'll be like hopped enough to just be like, yeah, I can stay up a little bit longer, you know, I'm gonna watch this, or I'm into this, or it'll hop me up and I'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to sleep now. But both? I don't know if I could do both. I'm way too tired. Gonna say both as well. Really. I don't know if I can do both for sure. Whew. But yeah, sometimes after the stream, I'll get so tired here and then like right after I'll start to watch something and boom! It'll just like wake me up. That hop will hit me. That's what happened last night actually with watching, I watched that Batman Ninja animated film, and oh man, it's again very stereotypical, but after I watched it, I was just like, I'm up for the night. I didn't go to bed till like 10 a.m. and I had to be at work at like 3. I want to watch Justice League Apocalypse. I have not seen it. Is it good? I've wanted to watch it. I've also wanted to watch Justice League Dark. Both of those. I've seen Flashpoint. I've watched a lot of the animated films, but I've not seen Apocalypse, and I have not seen Justice League Dark. Both of those have been on my watch list that I've been wanting to watch for a while. I really want to watch the Batman vs. Ninja Turtles tonight as well, believe it or not. Like I said, I bought it last night, but I actually haven't seen it. It's very good. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. It's one that's the like literally my weakness playing through Injustice 2 right now. Like I love the first Injustice, and I didn't start playing Injustice 2 until like last week, but Tuesday night you didn't fall asleep until 4ish a.m. and had to go into work at 8:30 a.m. Oh man, I know those feels. A couple of years ago they actually had me working 12-hour shifts, and I was working 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and I didn't get a lot of the streams started until around 9 p.m.-ish. And sometimes those streams from 9 p.m. would last until like 9 p.m. to sometimes 1 p.m. Or 1 a.m. Holy shit, if they lasted to 1 p.m. Oh my god. But yeah, 9 p.m. to like 1 a.m. sometimes. And I would have to turn around, wake up at 5 a.m. to go get ready for work to be in there at 7 a.m. So I know exactly how that feels. It's some rough stuff. Thought you was going to be dead tired, but it wasn't as bad as you thought it would be. Oh, I would have been dead tired. I definitely would have been. But yeah, as far as like these like animated Batman films, the Justice League films, I actually like a lot of those. And again, playing through Injustice has just made me want to watch so many more of those, especially Injustice 2. Oh man. I'd played Injustice back when it came out in 2013, but I never beat it. I played a demo, and then I played a different version of it. I think a friend let me borrow it, and I got through a few chapters. And then I know I played a little bit on PlayStation Now when I got my first PlayStation 4, like 5 years ago. But I didn't beat it. I didn't keep paying the subscription. I'm not a big fan of PlayStation Now. I like the idea of it, but like I've got so many subscriptions. Got HBO, Amazon, Hulu, and Funimation, and not to mention my PlayStation Plus subscription. I'm subscribed to so many things. There's another thing like PlayStation Now is it's just too much, you know. So I didn't actually finish it. So I actually ended up buying a physical copy of the original Injustice, and I beat it, you know, somewhat recently. And I really enjoyed it, you know, I really did. And then I bought Injustice 2, the closer I was getting to beating the first Injustice, because I loved it so much, and I've loved playing it. But it has got me wanting to watch the animated Batman films. Like in the last 3 nights, I've already seen it, but I watched The Killing Joke. Like I said, I'd already seen it. I actually own a physical copy of that. I watched Under the Red Hood, Batman Ninja, and there's one more Batman film that I just watched as well. It's just like, it's hard to just stop, to be honest with you. I've loved it so much, and it's just like a fire that keeps getting fueled. Like I said last night, I just bought the Batman versus the Ninja Turtles. I want to see that. But I'm a sucker for that kind of content, though. I'm a huge DC and Marvel fan. I don't necessarily have a favorite. I have favorites among them all. Like DC, my favorites are definitely Green Lantern, Batman, Deathstroke, and Green Arrow. I like Green Arrow a lot as well. Marvel's my weakness, though, if I'm being honest. Marvel is my weakness. I'm a huge X-Men fan. Don't necessarily have a favorite. I love Wolverine, so I do have a favorite X-Men. It's kind of cliche, though, but it's true. But also love Gambit. Gambit's really awesome. But I'm a big fan of other things in Marvel as well. Like, I'm a really big fan as far as things like the Spider-Man series, but not Spider-Man itself. I like Spider-Man, I do. I like the films, but I'm a bigger fan of Spider-Man's villains. Really love X-Men, if it's my favorite, like, crew to follow as far as the X-Men comics go. Just in general, it's where a lot of my favorite mutants are. I'm pretty cliche sometimes as well as things I like. I like Deadpool. Venom's really awesome. A Marvel fanboy. I mean, I mostly am too. I like my DC comics as well, but when it comes to my DC comics, I'm a little bit more hit and miss than it is for me when I come to Jeepers. A little bit hit and miss for me though when it comes to a lot of my comics with DC. No shit. I do love Marvel though, but like I said, with DC, I got a lot of my favorites. My biggest favorites are like literally though Deathstroke, Batman, Green Arrow. Gosh, there's another one. My brain just cannot. Cyborg. Oh god, I love Cyborg. A lot of the Robin stuff, mostly like older Robin stuff. Like I love Nightwing. I think Red Robin's awesome. I'm a pretty big Red Hood fan. The Teen Titans, I'm pretty into as well. But not like Teen Titans Go, like the original Teen Titans. No, I don't mean the original Teen Titans from the 80s. When I say the OGs, I'm mostly talking like the 2000s rendition. So I guess not the OG, but the almost OG. Remember when you were as a kid and you read a Spider-Man novel and it was so realistic as far as the struggles with real life? You fell in love with the character? Oh man, I feel ya. Honestly, there's a lot of comic books like that out there. It depends on the writer. It really does. Like, I love, like, Batman is a good one for that. A big thing about Batman I really like the most is, like, his Elseworld comic books. Oh, jeez. When they go into the multiverse of things, they get so good. That's why you love X-Men. I love X-Men as well. It was the first comic book character you read in a graphic novel. I love graphic novels. That's a big weakness of mine. I have a lot of them. But yeah, I'm a big X-Men fan as well, though, to be honest with you, Rez. The thing I think I love about X-Men the most isn't just because it feels like it hits a lot of those like real like relatable aspects. That another thing that I just think there's just so many characters, you know. I think Avengers are cool. I really do, but Avengers isn't necessarily my thing. If I had to get my thing out there, as far as it all would be, it would definitely be X-Men. I find so many more things that I can relate to as far as like the community of X-Men. Again, there's just like so many characters to relate to. It's not just, you know, Wolverine. It's not just Iceman. It's not just, you know, there's so many of them that are so relatable. But I do still love, actually, Marvel and DC. I'm a pretty decent Dark Horse fan as well. Like I like Hellboy a lot, and I like Spawn. Gosh, Spawn is such a slept-on anti-hero. He really is. I love that they put him in MK11, even though he's OP. And he's so aggravating to fight. Really love seeing him in MK11. No! Don't get to use my death flare. Being a mutant hated by people, being different is relatable to being awkward. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I mean, I'm kind of like that in person. You wouldn't think it because I love to stream. I'm a decent people person as well. But if I'm being realistic, I could be awkward at times in person. I have a very good imagination to be 26 years old. A lot of people don't find that just as amusing, if I'm being honest. Like to get back into reading those novels? You prefer the novels over the comics? Yeah, I mean, I know exactly how you feel. Most of the graphic novels are basically just a compilation of a lot of the comic books. That's basically where I go for the most part, to be honest with you, Handsome. I mean, I love reading the comics as the issues come out. I do. I have multiple issues where I would get into a series. Every single week I'd go to the local comic shop. I'd pick up a couple of the issues. Some of them, you know, I'd hang on the wall. Then I'd have a back issue that I'd just like try to save. But as far as graphic novels go, sometimes you're a little bit better off especially if you're so stuck with the story. Sometimes you're better off waiting like 6 to 9 weeks. Waiting for them to just complete a story arc and come out with a graphic novel. Sometimes you can actually save a little bit of money too, to be honest with you. But yeah, I love a good graphic novel, I really do. And I see your point there as well, Rez, with a lot of that stuff. I think it's so sad that that's still an issue in some places, but I'm glad the world is getting better as far as, like, you know, being prejudiced and, you know, just the whole arc of it all in general. It's just, We're not all the way there, but I'm glad we're almost getting there. I would love to be at a time in, you know, the world where that's just not a thing anymore. Holy jeez. Oh, I was in a horrible spot. Ah, shit. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong stance. I was trying to look at chat there for a second. Oopsie. Reminds me of the live-action Grinch movie with Jim Carrey in it. When he's a little kid. Oopsie. Holy jeez, twice in a row? Oh man, it got a lot of us though. They had a tank and everything. As far as comic books though, I've still been in this same boat. I've been talking about the character a lot lately because mainly he's one of my favorite Batman like characters. There's a character in Batman after Bane breaks Batman's back or Bruce Wayne's back, what have you. He befriends a cop who is basically already friends with, but has like an ideal sense of things that Batman thinks aligns with his own, and he goes by Azrael. And he basically takes the cowl for a while. I've really been wishing that they would do something with Azrael as far as the Batman comic book film series would go. Live action or in the animated jurisdiction. Gosh, I would love to see that so much. Oh man, I double lucked out. Jeepers. Okay, we're good for now. It's actually been quite a while since I've been in here. It's a Heaven's Ward dungeon I've not done in, well, raid I've not done in, gosh, months for sure. This is getting to the part where I don't like it as much. The Ozma. We're getting there, though. You hate this boss? Yeah, it's not my favorite. What I think I hate the most is they'll not getting to enkindle Bahamut. I mean, that's a toughie. Fun. We're getting there. %. The sexual innuendos in this font. I like how they, like, so many of these fonts have such a Kingdom Hearts feel. Not just in this, but in, like, so many, just in general, raids in Final Fantasy XIV have that feel. Black Mages even get that thing from? I don't know. You think your favorite raid series is Evilise? I want to see the Nair content to the end, but so far mine's probably in the same boat. I love Return to Evilise, the Rita Rada Lighthouse, Orabald Monastery. I love all of them. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm probably in the same boat at the moment. But I want to see the Nair content and the Yoko Taro stuff like come to fruition, see where that's gonna go before I have my full-on actual favorite, saying anything. But as of now, yeah, I would say I'm on equal terms with my favorite being the Return to Evilise raids. From Rabbit-Aster to Orabald Monastery to Rita Rada Lighthouse. I think they're all so good. Nah, jeepers. I didn't make that. We're almost out of here. 16%. %. 0.1%. You like the setting for them? I really like the setting as well. I mean, I'm a big Final Fantasy XII fan, so I like that a lot. I like Final Fantasy Tactics. It's not my favorite. I'm not gonna play like it is. I do enjoy it though, and I like that realm of Evilise and everything though as well. Pretty sure I've got the wind up this. I do not actually. crazy. I thought I actually had that before. Maybe? We'll see in just a second. I didn't get it. Okay, last restroom break of the night for sure, but I'm not going to be doing anything else. It is the end, but if you want to see it till the end, give me a moment, I'll be right back. Okay. Rerun a Lighthouse in Orobon Rabinaster isn't as fun. I feel ya. I still like it a lot, and thank you so much for the GG Roman. And thank you for joining the party. I definitely enjoyed having you. Have work in 45 minutes. Whew. I definitely hope it's a good day at work, at least. I know how it feels, though. But, yeah, I definitely hope work goes well for you. And thank you so much, you know, I'm glad you could be in the party, and thank you so much for being a part of it, you know? And thanks for sticking around, getting in on the chat. And for anybody and everybody that stuck around, it is the end for me, I'm sorry. I've got to call it here. It is 5:37 a.m. for me in my area. And, yeah, likewise, definitely a pleasure. I definitely appreciated having you along for the way. It's always a lot of fun getting to have all kinds of people jumping in. It's one of the things I like about playing online games, you know, getting the community not just watching and, you know, getting on the chat, but also getting in on the gameplay. It's always fun. But yeah, everybody, I've got to call it here. And thank you all so much again, that everybody that stuck around to the end here. I'm very tired. I'm very hungry. I've actually got to go to work in, like, 9 hours ish, and I gotta get some sleep, get some food in me, and the works. So thank you all so much for watching and, you know, participating, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Rez and Romaine, and everybody that was getting in on the chat, and Handsome, thank you again. Thank you again for jumping over onto Twitch to let me see the chat box, and everybody that was, you know, participating, everybody that was watching tonight. On Facebook, if you got the chance to jump into it. It was my first night streaming on Facebook, and I was really excited to be able to do so. It's really awesome, and I'll be continuing to do so from here on out. So again, if you're curious about it, or you want to check that out or get on that, it's an option. Again, as well as Twitch and YouTube, I've got a chat box here where I could watch all the chat all at once, so I don't have to keep multiple platforms open, which is also pretty exciting to see that it works as well as it does. But again, thank you all so much for watching, and Rez, thank you so much for participating. And again, tomorrow's up in the air. If you're curious about catching updates, if I'm gonna stream, or if I'm going to call off a stream. Usually I'll tell you the day before, but sometimes I call off a stream of the night. And if you're curious about that, you can look on YouTube and you can look on Facebook. There's a link to Discord, and there could be one on Twitch as well. I'm not sure, but you can. You have a good night as well, handsome, and good night to you as well, Rez. But you can look on those links. The best and easiest one to find is through like the About section on YouTube. There's a link to the Discord where you can just jump in and join with us. And I usually let everybody know then if I'll be streaming that night. Again, tomorrow is in the air. Saturday night, definitely not. I've got planned, so I won't be on Saturday night. But Sunday, I will be back on, but I'm going to be doing Fallout 76. And then Monday, I'll be back on Final Fantasy 14, doing the Moogle Treasure Trove introduction into things, trying to get that XIV mount. I really want that. And going to be going back to the fluctuation of days that I wanted to do this week. This week it was a little messed up because of work, but I'm going to go back into the fluctuation of the days that I was actually hoping and planning on to do this week, next week. And again, I'll let you all know tomorrow in Discord if I'll actually be streaming or not. We'll see. But I definitely hope every single one of you that was watching has a great night. I definitely appreciate all of you and all your support. And to all of the people following on, Facebook now, I definitely appreciate that, and everybody liking the page. And if you haven't, I would really appreciate if you did, if you get into Facebook. If not, there's no pressure. I definitely appreciate it, but no pressure. You do you, and I appreciate all the support. Everybody that is a follower over on Twitch and a subscriber on Twitch, I definitely appreciate that as well, and the same to the subscribers on YouTube and the members on YouTube as well, and to everybody on the Patreon end of things that has decided to support that system through Patreon. I definitely appreciate every single one of you, past and present. It is really awesome to have so much support. And if you're curious how I've been streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook all at the same time, hit up Restream. It is a really cool service. There's so many cool things that you can do. The more active you are, the better it is for you, in your favor. And not only that, it is a quality streaming service where you can have one solid stream chat and watch 3 to more platforms depending on the standard that you want to jump into. Not to mention you can stream like I do on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the exact same time live, and watch all of the chat live all at the exact same time, basically with ease. And it's a lot of fun to be able to do so. And thank you again for all the support. Hopefully you can catch me next time. And again, hit up Discord if you want to see when I will not stream. That's the place I basically hit up to let everybody know. And I'll let you know tomorrow there if I'll be on. But next stream, it will be some Fallout 76, most likely on Sunday. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow or not. It's just now, though. I'll say it's still iffy. But again, thank you all so much for watching. And again, hit up Discord to know more things there. But until then, until next time, thank you all so much. And again, everybody watching on YouTube, everybody watching on Twitch, and people that tuned in on Facebook. So glad to be able to do Facebook now as well as YouTube and Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'm out of here. Take it easy. And hey, if you want to help me out, hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed on YouTube and followed and, all those other things on all the other platforms, please do so. It helps me out more than you might even know. And I definitely appreciate it. I do hope you all have a good night. But until next time, I'm out of here. Take it easy. And see you, Space Cowboy.